Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It is indeed an excellent day to serve an excellent God in and with the spirit of excellence. Good morning. Good morning. And happy the day after Thanksgiving. Happy the day after Thanksgiving. I pray that all is well with you, all concerning you. I am Coach Sherri, Chaplain Sherri, your community pastor Sherri. I am Sherri from the 800 block of Mooney Avenue. That's right, the Reverend Dr. Sherri L. Bron Jackson, also known as the Unmuted One. Welcome into this space where I help Black women to diagnose and disrupt the solacing syndrome. In other words, I help Black women specifically to diagnose, to understand the problem, and then to disrupt the problem. And what is the problem? The solacing syndrome. The solacing syndrome is the systems, the stories, and the struggles that have taught women, Black women, taught us to shrink, to stay quiet, to play small. That's who I am. It has taken me a long time through my own times of navigating and being thrown and thrust in systems and living by stories that other people created. And then I internalized myself stories and struggles that taught me to shrink, to stay quiet, to start to tone down because you are just too much. In other words, to play myself small. And that means that when I enter the room, I could not be my authentic self in the name of peace, in the name of harmony, in the name of keeping other people comfortable. Why might I add, suffocating myself? Good morning. And listen, sis, if that's you, if and I know that I am not the only one. If you've ever felt muted, dismissed, overlooked, or invisible at any time in your life, just this year, it's time to rise. It's time to rise. It's time to open your mouth. And that's why I've created something just for you. Just for you. And I know that we go into these new years thinking that, it's going to be better, it's going to be fixed in 2026. Well, if you haven't changed your mindset, if you haven't changed your thought patterns, if you haven't changed internally, nothing externally is going to change. It's time to rise. And so on January the 6th, 7th, and 8th, I'm hosting a transformational 3-day challenge experience called Unmute My Life. No more silence, no more shrinking, no more playing small. This challenge is your space. It is your moment to understand why silence took root in your life. You weren't born that way. God did not create you that way. Systems and stories and struggles became your lot. And so this challenge, this time of reset, this time of diagnosing the problem, because before we can fix the problem or even deal with the problem, we have to understand what we're working with, right? And so if you've ever gone to a a mechanic for your car, your vehicle, the first thing they're going to do is do a diagnostic test because they need to know what they're working with. If you go to the emergency room or even to your primary care doctor, what do? They want to triage. They need to assess the situation. And so what this challenge is going to do is help us to understand what this silence is all about. And again, I'm not just talking about your voice, because you may be audibly, words and sounds may be coming out of you, but are they really your words? I mean, are you able to show up in your authentic self? Are you able to show up, or when you come into the room, in order to be at the table, you shrink? So this 3-day challenge, January 6th, 7th, and 8th, is a transformational experience. Unmute my life. No more silence, no more shrinking, no more playing small. This is your space. This is your moment. This is about you. It's your time to understand why silence is so rooted and entrenched in your life. And not only why, but what is it costing you? Because it's costing you something. It before you can reclaim and take back, you got to understand what stole it. Where did it go? Where did it go? So let me be clear that this 3-day experience is for Black women specifically who carry the weight of being strong. Can I tell us that strong back woman trope is killing us? And you're carrying the weight of being strong, being capable, being brilliant, and yet you are constantly pressed to shrink, to make others feel comfortable. In other words, you dumb yourself down because others cannot come up. So this 3-day experience is only for, I understand it's not for everybody, but if you have ever been talked over, even when you have the answer, this is for you. If you've ever swallowed the truth to keep a job, to keep a family, to keep a relationship, to keep peace, you belong in this space. If you've ever been told in church, you're too much, to tone down, to wait your turn. I laugh at this one because it's the one that gets us most often, and it's done so subtly that we miss it. If that's you, if I'm on your pew, if you've ever been told you're too much, Be quiet, tone down, wait your turn. This is for you. If you've ever had to dim your brilliance in rooms that could not handle your light, this is for you. This 3-day experience is for the woman who knows she's powerful, but silence has become a survival strategy. If you have felt any of these things, if this has tugged in your spirit when I said any of those things, you've been talked over, you've been dismissed, you swallowed your in other words, you swallowed your tongue, as they say, you kept your mouth, as my grandmother would say, so that you can keep peace, so that you can keep a job, so that you can remain in a relationship. If you dim yourself, your brilliance in rooms because other people couldn't handle your life, if any of this resonates with you, you need to be on this QR code right now. You need to be on the link that I have provided in the comment section. I know that we are fasting from the stores, the big boxes that mean us no good. Now is the time that you can invest in you. Now is the time you can declare and mean it that in 2026, there's going to be a shift. And it's not just because the clock struck midnight and it became 12:01 and it's January 1st, 2026. Nah, it's because you are intentionally making a move for you. So inside of this Unmute My Life challenge, I'm not teaching you how to speak. Not yet. I'm teaching you why you stop speaking. Because if you understand your why, if you can understand what happened, if you can understand the root, you can deal with the problem. We'll explore why silence feels safer, why shrinking becomes familiar. We'll take a look at why playing small has protected you and why those patterns are holding you back more than you know, and why they are keeping you from living the life that you are meant to live. This is the part that nobody is talking about. This is the diagnosis before the healing. I declare I am a doctor of the soul. And I want to help you. I want to diagnose. I want to show you what is keeping you silent. What is keeping you shrinking? What is keeping you playing small? Because 2026 is not a year you silence yourself to make the world more comfortable. The great poet, the late Audre Lorde says, our silence will not protect us. We've been running on this silence thing, and then the question is, how has it worked out for us? It has not worked out for us. And so 2026 is not the year to silence yourself and to make the world more comfortable. 2026 is the year for you to rise. It is the year for you to reclaim the voice that you buried. The year that you stop folding yourself into pieces to fit in places that can't hold you. Let me be the first to tell you that your voice is sacred. Your voice is necessary. Your voice is powerful. And it's time to unmute it. Listen, I want you to join me January the 6th, 7th, and 8th for Unmute My Life. Give yourself this gift. Before you purchase anything, give yourself this gift. Say yes to the version of yourself that God has created you. I need you to click on the link in the comment section or use the QR code. And let's begin this journey together. Listen, it's time out for playing small. I'll see you inside of the challenge that will focus on the problem. That's the whole method of the silencing syndrome. We're going to diagnose the problem, because if you just go after the symptoms or the manifestation of it and not understand the root, you're never going to be able to cut it down. Listen, y'all be blessed. And may all be well.